Hello, in this video we will get acquainted with the new keybinding system in Unreal Engine, which was added in version 5.1. I will be showing it in version 5.3. First, let's go to settings. Here we need project settings. In the engine settings, look for input. Here we have the old system where we used to bind keys. As we can see, there is a warning here that this system is outdated, and we need to use the new system that was released by Epic Games. Here we previously created actions and attached specific keys for them. In the new version something similar exists, and now we will go into more detail on how the new system works. So let's go to content browser. Here I have already created a character folder, added a character to it, so nothing distracts us. Before we configure the new control system and bind keys, I'll give some introductory information for general understanding. The new control system can be represented as a hierarchy. There is a structure, you can think of it as the main container called input mapping context. It defines which actions and keys are available and what they are responsible for. It contains actions and the keys mapped to them. If we have, for example, a vehicle besides a character, a separate container is created for it, with specific actions and keys assigned to them. Now let's start creating input action. By right-clicking the empty space, select input, and here we need input action. Open it. Here we see the first action description. This field is optional, you can fill it out or leave it blank. Next we see the parameter trigger when paused. If it is enabled, the action will work during pause. Currently it is disabled, which means the action will not work during pause. Next, reverse all mappings. This is inversion. We will not use it for now. We are interested in the value type, the type of value our action will work with. Since our movement occurs along the X and Y axis, moving forward, moving backward, left, right, we need to select axis to D here. Select axis to D vector. We will not configure triggers and modifiers here. You can close action and we will create the input mapping context. To create input context, right click and find the input section. And there find input mapping context. Open input mapping context and here we see the mapping section. Here we will content our actions and configure the keys. In mappings I click the plus sign, a drop-down opens. In the drop-down I select movable, this is our action, which we just created, and here we will bind the keys. We will have 4 functional keys for movement. To quickly insert a key without searching for it in the list, you can click on the keyboard icon and press the required key. I create the W key and also press the plus sign, create the S key and the A and D keys, forward movement, backward, left and right. Now we need to configure the axis direction so that our character moves correctly. For this, modifier will help us. Let's first configure forward movement.